This mobster is the Marvel Universe's king of crime. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the origins of Wilson Fisk, otherwise known as Kingpin.
Somebody's been talking.
Somebody always does.
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We've chosen to primarily follow the storyline that unfolded in 1967's The Amazing Spider-Man number 50, which was then expanded upon in 1981's Daredevil number 170 and 1994's Spider-Man cartoon series.
Do I make myself clear?
Crystal!
In his debut appearance, the Kingpin was first seen after Peter Parker decided to give in to Jonah Jameson's smear campaign and step down as Spider-Man due to the fear that he caused in people. Throwing his suit in the garbage, Jameson came into possession of it. This prompted the word on the street to spread that Spider-Man was no more. As a result, the Kingpin, a self-proclaimed underground crime lord, emerged to seize control of the city. While Peter decided to quit his newspaper job as well and devote himself to studying, he did eventually give in to helping a man being attacked by thugs. Reminded of his Uncle Ben and why he became Spider-Man in the first place, he broke into Jameson's office, retook his costume, and swung into action. With the Kingpin unaware that Spidey was back in town, he planned to silence Jameson from printing negative coverage about him, preventing any public connection between him as a legitimate businessman and the citywide crime spree that was taking place. Meanwhile, a rival gang member challenged the large Kingpin for leadership, but was quickly defeated as he was unaware that the Kingpin's appearance was a ruse. While he looked obese, he was actually completely composed of muscle and not fat, as one might assume.
Approximately 2% of my body mass is fat. Allow me to show you what 350 pounds of muscle is capable of.
After kidnapping Jameson, the Kingpin was tracked to his hideout by Spider-Man, and the two quickly began to fight. Gaining the upper hand by using knockout gas, Kingpin prepared to execute both the web-slinger and the meddlesome newspaper chief. Leaving the duo in a giant water tank chamber, Spider-Man awoke and managed to break free of his bonds, creating an airtight bubble out of webbing for the two to breathe in. Believing the two to be dead, the tank was drained of water, giving Spider-Man the chance to free Jameson and mount an escape. While Jameson got knocked unconscious in his frantic run for safety, Spider-Man battled the Kingpin once again before the criminal mastermind managed a narrow escape. Though he would regularly return to cause problems for the city and its web-slinging protector, he jumped franchises in 1981. This saw him appear in Daredevil number 170, wherein his true identity of Wilson Fisk was revealed. A recently retired mobster, Fisk continued to vie for control of the East Coast by blackmailing his rivals with evidence against them. In turn, those rivals eventually responded by capturing Fisk's wife. This series of events led Daredevil to infiltrate Kingpin's organization to recover the evidence. However, Kingpin caught him in the act and stopped him before he could do so. Following this, Kingpin arranged to trade the valuable evidence for his wife's safe return, but he was led to believe that she had been killed anyway. Enraged, Kingpin took control of the mob and hired Bullseye as an assassin.
I missed. I never miss.
While Daredevil eventually managed to defeat this fearsome enforcer, this allowed Kingpin the time he needed to fully rebuild his organization and become Daredevil's arch nemesis in the process. Ultimately, while the Kingpin backstory has been alluded to, his full origin story was best told in 1994's Spider-Man animated series. Here, it was revealed that his father looked down upon him as a child, as he was overweight and could not help his father in his own criminal endeavors. Eventually committed to prison, there he began working out until he was a juggernaut of strength, changing his identity upon release and using his vast intellect to build a criminal empire. The greatest crime lord in the Marvel Universe, Kingpin has appeared in various media, making frequent appearances in comics and cartoons, before he was eventually depicted by the late Michael Clark Duncan in 2003's Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Kingpin.
Are you a fan of this deceptive crime lord with only 2% body fat? For more in-depth origins of your favorite comic book characters, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'll get you. It's not over with yet.